I did it. I did it. I become a top 5%er. Yeah. Feast ye eyes. You are looking at an elite gamer. Yep. Take a picture, share it with your mama, because I am now in the top 5%. You may be wondering, Money Monsoon, what are you talking about? Why do you even consider yourself an elite gamer? What even makes you say that? I did something that 95% of players who played this game have not done. And what is that? That is beat Sifu on age 20. The starting age. The age you start out at level 1. Yes. I did it. I beat the final boss at this game at age 20. And I finally did it. I did it, guys. Here we are. Sifu is one of the most difficult games of today. Like a modern game. A game that came out recently that has an actual challenge. This holds its title. It goes down in one of the games that a lot of people aren't able to do, aren't able to complete if they tried. And a lot of people could put in a lot of time and effort, but they'll still struggle to get the result that I got. Yeah, so I did not make up the numbers when I said that like 5% of players have done this. When I pull up the achievement list, there are 2 achievements that stand out about like defeating this game in a certain age time frame. I'm going to pull it up on screen for you guys. And you can see right here, it says Scareless, right? Defeat the game while being 50 years old or less. And only 18% of players got this achievement. Oh, let me give y'all credit. 18.5. I mean, I'm sure y'all know what that means. That means only like 18% of the people who played this game were able to defeat it without turning 50. Which probably also means that the people who actually beat this game is no more than like 25 or 24%. Like 1 out of every 4 players that get this game beat this game. And they beat the game after the age of 50. And with that being said, the achievement right above that one, beat the game while 25 years old or less. So for whatever reason, they wanted to give the achievement a 5-year age leeway, a handicap. I would have been fine if the achievement was beat the game while being 20 years, like no deaths. But Prodigy Child is also like a pretty cool achievement, I guess. 8.6% of players have achieved this achievement. Once again, that's a little less than 1 out of every 10 people you see. That's like maybe what, 1 in every 16 or something. I can't do the math. Now with that said, yes, I did kind of make up the numbers a bit. I just thought, well, 5 years, we got 8% of players who defeated it at 25. So really, it could be 4% of players. It could be 6% of players. Either way, like, it still is pretty low. I'm still within the top 10%. Less than the top 10%, like at least top 6% of players. And so I give myself a little extra credit, a little extra pat on the back and say 5%. Why not? Now, this game is challenging. You've seen the achievements. A game where only like 8% of players can get that trophy where you defeat the game under 86%. And we know it's difficult. There's a reason that you see all of these big YouTubers played the game. They played the game. They gave this game a good solid challenge, a run. And they didn't get to like stage 3 or 4. There's a good reason they didn't get to stage 3 or 4. It's because they couldn't. They were taking too many deaths. And once you get to a certain age in this game, you just die. You can't just spawn back in. The game just doesn't give you any extra chances. You just have to restart, which makes it all the more difficult. Like this game gives you less chances than Dark Souls. Dark Souls, you go into arena, a boss fight, any area, you go in with flasks, you go in with healing potions, you wear all types of armor, all types of different move sets, leading mechanics, all sorts of different cool RPG things. This game, you go into an area, you have a limited health bar, you have hands, and you have a third-person vision, which I guess other games have third-person vision too. But at least you do get health, a little bit of health for every kill you get in this game or every knockdown. But when you're getting your ass beat by the NPCs, that little health doesn't really seem to matter all that much. You could get kills from like any NPC with like a maybe 4 or 5 hit combos, and sometimes they really just lock you down. Once you get hit with a stun, it's over. You're stuck in a 3 to 4 hit combo, and that's going to get your health to like 1. So really what you need in this game is like a sixth sense, spider sense, pretty much. You need to lock in hard enough to not get hit and to be able to deal with everyone. And you could only really do that when you know how the enemies attack, you know what to expect. It's a lot of time that you have to put into this game. Me, I put in 100 hours into this game. I don't know if that's actually true. That's just what it says on Steam, 100 hours. But sometimes I leave the game open and running, so maybe it's around 70 hours. I really don't know. And yeah, I am making this video. I have made this video mainly to brag, but also to acknowledge that Sifu is a very difficult game. Like a modern day, very difficult game. It holds its own in terms of difficulty with Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Sans and Undertale, difficult Mario Maker levels, Sekiro, like all these goated titles which have insane difficulty. A lot of people literally aren't able to do it, aren't able to complete it. Sifu is one of those games. Sifu now falls into one of those games. When only 5% of the player base are able to do this, like no deaths, or even willing to put in the time to do that, it's very difficult in its own right. I'm very much glad that like Sifu takes a title in one of the hardest games, because it's also a very unique game. You don't see games like Sifu. This is like a really aggressive fighting. You're doing the most hand-to-hand combat, and it all looks super clean, and you don't see games like that. Other games like God of War, God of War difficulty, that's like hack and slash. You got Elden Ring, which is like RPG format, still has some pretty unique mechanics. Undertale, which has a very unique fighting system. Mario Maker, which can be one of the most difficult platformers to exist. Sifu is probably the most difficult hand-to-hand combat to exist, because these enemies are ruthless in this game. They do not wait to attack you. They will attack you at the same time. And to further that, they'll make sure to attack you at the most inconvenient times. You'll be fighting one enemy, you'll hit a parry, and you're about to start a combo on them, and then enemy behind you just started his attack, and now you have to either dodge, parry that, or find some way around it, and you can't get to capitalize on whoever else you're fighting. And that's just what it is. It's just a lot of fighting multiple people at once and coming out on top. And I don't even want to say that like they all attack at the same time, because I mean they do, but Sifu even has an arena mode in this. One of the levels in the arenas, it literally says NPCs don't wait to attack. Devs at Sifu don't consider what the NPCs do in the levels waiting to attack. It feels like they're not waiting to attack, but they don't consider that waiting to attack. When you go into that one arena mode, they really will jump your ass. They will actually attack at the same time, and it will feel even more impossible than the actual 5 levels in the game. So yeah, Sifu definitely deserves its title as one of the hardest games, modern day games, and I definitely recommend any of you guys like watching this or even has the games, give it a try. Like actually try to see how far you could push a age 20 run, or even try to do minimal deaths, or even just try to complete the game, because a large percent of the player base that played this game didn't even complete the game. And I'm sure if this game becomes trending again or something, or becomes a huge challenge, then that number is going to change. Like if people found more value in becoming one of the 5% in this game, the elite 5, you know what I mean, then we'd probably see bigger change to the numbers. But even then, I don't think that like people can do this challenge. This is like genuinely difficult. Even a gamer like Corey Kenshin struggled with this. I didn't see him get past level 2 or do more than level 2. And Corey Kenshin is a good gamer. He's good at video games. I know I'm making a reference to another channel, but I have to give him his respect. If he couldn't get past level 2 at a low age like he wants, I don't think most people would be able to. But just know that I was able to. just know that I'm that guy, you know what I mean? And if you stick around for this channel, of course, you get to see more elite gamer moments, because I am an elite gamer, high class in every single game I play. Let me just give you some stats to show you off. Marvel Rivals Grandmaster, yeah, I'm Grandmaster. Rocket League champion, yeah, I'm a champion. Yeah, I know. Valorant, I got up to diamond. Yeah, I was diamond Valorant player, you know me. Tekken, yeah, I was like Raijin. I got up to the blue ranks. I'm an elite game. I'm a high class gamer, multitask gamer. Like, trust me, if you want to follow along with my journey in playing different games, be sure to drop a like, join the community, and I'll catch y'all later. But also try this game, please try this challenge. I want to know what y'all think about it. Peace.